guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I thought I would upload a different kind of video today. This is like a snapshot of my arranging style. Yeah, this is what's inside from Waitress, and it just shows my current process of how I arrange, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So in this clip, I'm just on Musescore clicking all of the treble voices because that's the instrumentation I wanted for this arrangement. So I ended up with a soprano voicing 2 altos and then a solo voice up top with a piano part underneath. So in this clip, I'm just tinkering around on the piano trying to figure out the iconic beginning to this song with all of the ingredients that Sarah Bareilles is singing. I try not to look at any online scores just, you know, for a aural technique's sake in trying to develop my ear. So here I'm basically doing the same thing, just trying to figure out chords and what the melody is. And as you can see, I'm clearly not getting it right on first glance, so I'm just using trial and error here, and I'm failing miserably, but that's okay. So in this clip, I'm writing out the form of the song and basically how I want the vocals to be laid out throughout the entire piece, so it's kind of more hollow at the beginning and slowly adding more parts as we progress through the song. And now we've come to the most tedious part of this entire process, which is putting in all of the lyrics to each individual note, and it takes forever. Sugar, butter, sugar, butter, sugar. I'm not gonna lie, this next part is actually the hardest part for me, and it is figuring out what rhythms go with which lyric and trying to input them into my software. So I basically conduct through the song about 5 or 6 times, and once I feel like I got it, I'll plop in the melody into Musescore. So in this clip, I'm figuring out the chords for this piece. I go on guitar tabs and see what somebody else has already written out just to see what chords they heard while listening to the piece. And as I'm playing around on the piano, I add a lot of seconds into all of the chords. I just feel like in that higher register, it just adds the shimmer up top. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to figure out where I like the seconds and where I want things to resolve. After I do all of that work, I go in and fill in dynamics and where I want breaths and things. My Musescore actually does not reciprocate any of my dynamic markings, which kind of stinks, so I just kind of have to guess what would sound right. So most of the song is mezzo piano or mezzo forte. I don't think it gets to a forte at all to my ear. So I put that all in my notation software where I want crescendos and decrescendos, where I want a ritardando, those kinds of things. And once that is done, I save it, and I save it online. Once you save your document, you can save it online to Musescore's website, which if you don't follow me on Musescore, it's CP Phlegm, you should follow me. And once it's saved online, you can actually click on a measure and play it, and you can have the metronome play with it. It's a really cool feature that I don't think a lot of people know about when using Musescore on the desktop. So yeah, I upload it and make sure it's the way I want it to look. So once my arrangement is solid in my heart, I go into GarageBand and I record the song itself. Luckily, I decided to arrange this for all female voices, so I can record these in a comfortable range. And once I do that, I am officially done with the arrangement, and I save it on my desktop, and I go on to the next one. If you have any questions about my process, because that's essentially it for arrangements, you can sound off in the comments below. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. Any recommendations I could give to aspiring arrangers and people who want to compose more is study your theory. I cannot stress enough how much easier my process has become by knowing the nuts and bolts of how music theory works. Even as a freshman at my university, I know so much more than I did 3-4 years ago when I started. So I highly recommend getting any theory knowledge you can, and just keep putting yourself out there and seeing what works and what doesn't. And if you can, you know, record stuff yourself, like on acapella or GarageBand, just to see how it sounds, I think you're gonna be way better off finding, you know, the way to make a product that you like. So yeah, that's essentially my process. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and maybe I'll make another one soon. Bye guys.